Hey YouTube, it's Libra Finesse here with another video. Today I want to talk about how you handle disrespect. Excuse the barking. I don't have a dog personally. My windows are open and my neighbors are out walking their dogs and them little things are going off. So excuse the barking. I really want to know how people handle disrespect. I want to know how you handle it if you see it. Me personally, I stay out of other people's business. So if I see somebody being disrespected, hey, I'd be like, ooh, handle that shit. Yeah. Um, Me personally, when I have been disrespected before on many, on many levels, and I would say the way I've handled it at times has been juvenile. Um, and other times not so much. So I say as I'm getting older, I learn how to communicate when I'm feeling disrespected, and the communication can go like this. If you disrespect me, say let's say relationship wise, you disrespect me, I come to you and I let you know, like, hey, babe, yeah, when you said that was super disrespectful. Like, you shouldn't have said that in front of everybody. And the way you respond to that, so I say 75% of the way that you respond to that is going to be the determining factor of how I respond to what you say. So if you be like, man, who give a fuck? Like, I didn't even mean it like that. Like, that lets me know that you're not even taking into consideration what I said. You're just brushing me off. That pisses me off. So depending on what kind of day I'm having, I really work on this, but I'll try to answer it calmly, but it just depends on the level of disrespect. Like, if I really feel like you disrespect me, I'm probably gonna pop off on your ass. Like, no, it's not it's not just, the way you said it, or it's not just, oh, that's them type of people. I don't like the shit that you did, and it might spark an argument. Like, I do understand that I need to watch the way that I say things. Like, I really try to approach things calmly. And I've had people tell me, oh, you just went off. And I'm like, hold on. I didn't even go off on your ass. Like, I've dated somebody, and every time I would bring to his attention something I didn't like, he'd be like, oh, why you yelling at me? And you just went off on me. And I'm like, hold on, motherfucker. I really came to you calmly. Like, I think back before I even say anything. I think back like, hold on, did I really go off on him? And I'm like, no, because this is me. I'm like, damn, because I really like him, I didn't go off on him. Like, I could have just popped off and been like, oh, you bitch ass nigga, but I didn't. Like, I know that I came into it calmly. So when he says that I'm not being calm about it, that irritates me. Because I'm like, hold on, I'm coming as calmly as I can to you. And you feel like I was yelling? Like, hold on, what room were you just in? Because obviously we weren't in the same room. I must have been talking to somebody else. So yeah, share your mind with me and let me know how you handle disrespect. Like, disrespect in the workplace, I'm super calm about it because it's in the workplace. When I'm going to my clients' offices, and a lot of times I don't engage with their employees because I am a contractor. I don't really deal with their employees, but me being the Libra that I am, everywhere I go, a lot of people like me. They love my personality. One of my clients I do payroll for, so I interact with a lot of her employees. So they really like me, and I like them too. Like, I very rarely will I go somewhere and somebody does not like me. And I can't say that I take the time to even really get into why they don't like me, because I know I'm doing my best everywhere that I go. But the places I do go, a lot of people like me. So I really don't have issues. But there was one time that one of the persons at the office had said something in regards to me, and I did, confront her about it. I waited until she was outside, and it was the end of the day. Everybody's getting ready to leave, and I walked up to her, and I'm like, hey, I didn't throw anybody under the bus. I'm like, I heard that you had said X, Y, and Z. And I knew that she had said it because this type of person, she always spreads rumors and stuff around that office, so I knew she had said it. But I'm like, let me go to her as a woman because she's 40. And when the people were telling me what she had said, I'm thinking to myself, come on, 40. Come on, 40. Like, you really doing this? So I brought it to her attention. Like, the people in the office were telling me that you had said X, Y, and Z. First thing she said, I didn't say that. I never even said, like, she got super defensive. And I'm like, okay, hold on, calm down. I'm coming to you, not in front of anybody else, because I just wanted to get your side of it. If you say you didn't say it, okay. But in the future, please be more mindful. If you do have anything to say about me, please address it with me first, because once it hits that mainstream in the office, you know how things get. Now, that's as nicely as I can fucking put it. That is as nicely as I can put it, because I know for a fact that she was lying. I know that she had said what she said. So for her to sit there and lie and say, oh, I didn't say it, okay, that's as nicely as I can put it. And I felt disrespected by what she had said. So when it is office versus family or workplace versus relationship stuff, you do have to take a different approach to it. If I felt, well, you know what, in my relationships, I have felt like I was disrespected. And in my younger years, I have not went about it the best ways, because I'm not saying that I fight men, but I fight men. So I felt like in my younger years, I felt like I was unstoppable, and I didn't go about it the right way. But at that time, I'm like, shit, why should I respect you if you're not respecting me? It's a two-way street, I feel like. And the same respect that you want, there's the same respect I want, but we have to earn that. And at the time, I felt like my boyfriend was not earning my respect. So I did some things that I probably shouldn't have. I've said a lot of things that I shouldn't have said. But moving along and, getting older, you just realize, okay, it's certain ways that you have to approach things. Like this was maybe a month ago, I had some old friends come to my house and they got super disrespectful. Again, I'm at home, so I could be with the straight shits. Like we can get down on a get down because I'm in my home. I reserve the right to fuck you up in my home. But I didn't take that route. I'm like, one of the girls were going through some stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to kind of let that shit slide. But then when she kept going and going and going, I'm like, you know what? I will wear this bitch out, like, no lie. But it had escalated to the point where it had gotten outside of my home, and I live in a pretty quiet community. And she gets outside and gets loud for whatever reason, because she feel like she had an audience or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to be honest, I really didn't fight her because I knew it wouldn't have been really much of a fight. Like, I'm not a bully. And if I know I can whoop your ass, I'm really not going to take it there unless you push me there. When I say push me there, I mean that you put your hands on me first, because like I said, I'm a Libra. I don't start shit, but I will damn sure finish it. And at that point, I felt like, okay, I might have to finish some shit, because you're getting super disrespectful now. You're getting loud. I don't go to people's houses clowning, because that's where you gotta live. B, that's where your family has to live. And, I'm not that type of person where I'm gonna try to get somebody put out of where they live in. Not that she could have got me put out, but I didn't want my neighbors to come out and see, her acting a fool. I didn't want my neighbors to come out and see me beating the dog shit out of her ass. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just wrap this night up. Y'all have a good night. And she kept going and going and going. And I just stood there. And I'm like, this bitch, no, I will beat her to the white meat. Like, why are you acting like this? Like, why are you doing this? Like, you obviously she was feeling froggy that night. Obviously. Because she knew that it would not have been a fucking fight. It would have just been a mauling at that point. Like, I'm not the one to argue. My family will tell you, even growing up, like when I used to get in fights in junior high and stuff, I'm not one to argue. I will just pop off on your ass. I will just start beating your ass. Like, I'm not going to sit there and play T-Mobile thug with you, AT&T thug with you. I'm not going to be... I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to argue through text message. I'm not going to argue over the phone. And I'm damn sure not going to argue with you in person. Like, okay, we might exchange a few words and then I'm done. and then you keep pushing, and then that's what fuels me sometimes. That's what's like, okay, you're keep going, and I let it go, and I let it go, and I let it go. Like, as Libras, I know it's plenty of Libras out there that can relate to me. Like, we don't start the shit, but don't get it twisted. A bitch is straight with the shits. Straight with the shits. Like, I don't play that shit. I do not play that at all. Even with my kids, when they be like, "Oh, mom, something happened at school. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm getting ready to go up there." Like, I don't play about me and mine at all. And everybody who knows me knows that I will fuck you up behind mine. Like, don't come to my house being disrespectful, because I'm not that person. I don't go to your house. Like, I don't like things being done to me that I'm not doing to you. And that I'm big on that. I'm super big on that. Now, if I see you in the street, that's different. But I'm not going to come to your residence and start shit and make a scene for your neighbors to stereotype you on. I'm not going to do that. So, long story short, she kept going on and on and on, and I didn't say anything. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. I had to take the higher road at that point, because I'm like, I know that at this point it would not be a fight, because the shit that you're saying just keeps lighting the fire in me. It's like throwing lighter fluid on a fire that's already lit. It just kept lighting my fire, and I'm like, you know what? I will hurt this bitch. So let me just go in the house, call it a night. I was really proud of myself at that point, because I came in the house and my man was here and we were talking about it, and I'm like, this bitch really tried it outside. Like, she really tried it outside. Like, it was just unreal, the shit that she was doing. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't even worth it. I just held my composure, and I was really proud of myself for that, because it could have gotten way uglier, and it could have been more than what it had to be. Like, I understand sometimes people are going through things, and, a lot of times we take it out on people that have nothing to do with it at all. I've been there before. I've been on the receiving end, and I've been on the giving end. So I know I've been there before. But as far as bringing it to somebody's house, I don't do shit like that. But again, long story short, I was disrespected, and I took the higher road. Now, 6 years ago, I would have beat her motherfucking ass in that driveway, in my parking lot here, and thought nothing of it, and came in the house like, bitch, do it again. Try me again, ho. And the same shit will happen. Like, but I feel like I'm elevated. I'm bigger than that. I do business with a lot of my neighbors, so I can't be out there fighting and showing my natural black ass over some petty shit. Like, we have to pick and choose our battles, and I do that in my intimate relationships too. That will be one of few times that I've did it in a personal relationship, meaning not intimate, just like a friend or a family member, somebody close, so a family friend. That will be one of few times that I've done that. I picked and choose my battles. In my relationship, I do it more so out of the love that I have for that person that I'm laying with. I do it more so out of the respect that I have for that person, because I don't like to fight. I'm not the type, I don't like to go to bed mad. I will, but I don't like to. I like, when it's time to go to bed, I want to cuddle, I'm trying to get some, and then, I want to lay up and, let's snore on each other, let's drool on each other, and then wake up in the morning and have a great day. It's a new day. I don't like to go to bed mad at each other, because I think that's senseless. Now, it just depends on what you've done, too. Some people, it takes a lot to get over. Like, wait, let me know. Share your mind with me in the comments below. Let me know, how long do you hold grudges? If somebody disrespects you, how long do you hold on to that? I can't stand motherfuckers that will live in the same house as you and don't say shit to you, give you that silent treatment. That don't fly with me at all. Like, okay, if you need a couple hours to get your mind right, to get away, go for a ride, go to the bar, have you a drink, or go walk around the shopping center or whatever, I'm cool with that. But when you come home, I think we need to talk. We need to talk. Like, I don't like that shit. I don't like that silent treatment at all. Like, we living together, that shit do not fly. But I know some married couples that will go 3, 4, 5 days a week without talking. And I'm like, how do you do that? How am I waking up to you every day under the same roof and we're not talking? Explain that to me in the comments. Share your mind with me. If you're that woman or man that can hold out like that, like, when I love you, I love you. And I don't want to go days without talking to you. When I love people, I am so able to get over things. Like, and again, it depends on what they've done. But I'm so passive. I've been told a lot of times, oh, you're so passive. And it's like, why not be? Why hold on to bullshit? Let that person know how you feel, address it, and move on. Like, I don't believe in addressing it for 7-8 days at a time. I don't believe addressing it all night. Like, okay, I'm gonna let you know how I feel. I'm gonna let you know that I didn't appreciate what you did, and then we're going to move forward. Please and thank you. It's no need to hold grudges. Like, I'm not that person that holds grudges at all. Like, even with the disrespect that happened at my house, like, afterwards, I was like, let me see that bitch at the store. Because we live, like, in the same vicinity. I'm like, let me see that bitch at the store. I'm be like, what's up with that shit you was talking that night? Not that I'm going to fight you in the store, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to bring it up again outside of my home area. But now that I'm past it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let it go. Like, who cares? Like, I really don't believe in holding grudges with people. There's a lot of people who've done things that I don't like and said things about me that I don't like, but I'm not going to hold a grudge with that person. I don't really feel that's necessary. How does that benefit you? Share your mind with me in the comments below. How does holding a grudge benefit you as a person, as a being? Like, I don't feel like holding a grudge with somebody is going to fill my bank account. I don't feel like holding a grudge with somebody is going to make me feel good as a person. Like, let's get past it. If we don't like each other, okay, let's just stay away from each other. Like, I don't feel like holding a grudge does anything helpful in my life, but people feel different. Because there are some men that will go without talking to their wives for days at a time. And vice versa. Women, too, will hold a grudge sometimes. Now, women, I feel like when we feel disrespected, we will hold out on that sex. We will withhold from sex as long as we can. I have done that before because, I was in a relationship and he made me mad, and I'm like, you know what? Yep, I'm not mad at you, but I'm not having sex with you. We're going to sleep in the same bed. We're going to cuddle and blase, but we're not having sex. And I would hold out a lot of times, and it would drive that person crazy. I mean, crazy, to where they're up all night, slamming doors, slamming cabinets, TV loud. I guess he figured if you're not putting out, you're not going to get no sleep either. And it was funny at the time, but now I think back, I'm like, damn, we're adults. We should have talked that out. But you know what? Thinking back, I have to say, we probably did try to talk it out, but we just could not come to a resolve at that time. So me personally, my resolve was, okay, time to withhold sex. That's not fair. That is so not fair on so many levels, but that's me. Will I do that now? I have to honestly say, it depends on what happens. It depends on the level of disrespect. It depends on, okay, if I'm bringing my issue to you, how are you handling it? How are you handling it? Do I feel like you are really taking heed to what I'm saying? Do I really feel like it won't happen again? Or it just won't happen as often? That's just, I don't know. I can't say that I will or will not withhold sex. I will try my best not to, because just like every other human being, I love having sex, especially when I'm liking that person, I'm in love with that person, we have a great chemistry. Oh yeah, I love having sex with you. But sometimes as women, we have to go that extra step, because sometimes that's all men really, that's all they really kind of know at times. Like, and maybe I'm not using the right word. Maybe that's not all they know, but that's how they communicate. That baby face whip appeal. He say we don't do a lot of talking when we together at home. Yeah, because we fucking. And I feel like some men feel like fucking is communicating. Like, no, a lot of women can't stand your guts about some shit that you've done, but she'll still give you some pussy. But still be like, I'm not feeling you. Like, we still need to talk. A lot of women feel like they're not to withhold sex from their man, especially if it's your husband. Like, they feel like, no, I'm not going to withhold sex because that's not godly of me. Okay, I understand that, and I respect that. I admire you for that. But me personally, it depends on the severity of the disrespect. Yeah, I might hold out some sex from you until we can hash things out. Is it right? I don't know. Is it wrong? I don't know. Share your mind with me in the comments below. We're talking about disrespect. Let me know how you handle disrespect. Let me know how you get over disrespect. If you talking to that person and letting them know and they're kind of brushing it off, are you cool with that? Are you cool with them? Like, yeah, okay, babe, I heard you. Now give me a kiss. Take them pants off. Like, no. Did you hear what I said? Did it go in one ear and out the other? Or did it even make it in one ear to go out the other is what I want to know. To each his own. Everybody handles their situations differently. And again, it's always different. The dynamic of it's different if it's business, personal, or intimate. I feel if it's business or personal, you really can't hold that grudge. But if it's personal, yeah, you probably can, because personal is like with family. You can hold a grudge. But then again, think about how is that benefiting you? Think about how does holding a grudge with somebody benefit you? It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And an old friend of mine, because when I was younger, my main thing, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of the doubt. And an old friend of mine told me, when has doubting anything ever been beneficial? So I really stopped using that term. I don't give anything the benefit of the doubt. It either is or it ain't. There's no gray area when it comes to my level of respect or how I feel like somebody should respect me. There's no gray area. It's black or it's white. You either in or out. There's no in between. There's no gray area. So again, share your mind with me in the comments below. This is Libra Finesse. We're talking about disrespect. How do you handle disrespect? How do you handle it? I hope you guys are handling it civilly. I hope you're handling it to the point where it's not putting you in jail. I hope you're handling it, hey, 1, 2, 3, woosah type of thing. Get you in some counseling, get you some deep breathing, and just get out and do what makes you happy when you feel disrespected. Get away from that person when you feel disrespected. My problem is I like to talk. Like I can be fuming 38 hot at a motherfucker and I still want to talk. And somebody had to pull me to the side one time and be like, it's not always a good time to talk when you're mad, because you may say something that you regret. Sometimes it's best to just cool down. But then I'm like, I'm on it. I'm like, well, how long is the cool down? How long is the fucking cool down? Are you cool down yet? What, you need 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to cool down? No, people may need hours to cool down. See, I've never been that mad at somebody that I need hours, especially somebody I love, that I need hours to cool down from what we were saying or the argument that we're having. Give me a couple minutes and I'm like, all right, let's talk about this so we can. I want to hurry up and get back to loving, not hating, not arguing, not fighting. It's Libra Finesse. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Share your mind with me. Thank you.